I monetized a faceless commentary channel in 23 days with 0 shoutouts and brought it to $40,000 in total lifetime revenue here. Here's every decision that made it happen. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact niche decision that made this channel work from day one, the specific topic that took me from 10 views to 2,000 views a video, and how $5 a day after getting monetized can compound into $40,000 in lifetime revenue. So here's the real question, who am I and why am I doing this? Well, here's what most people assume before they even start. And they haven't fully committed to starting because deep down they think that someone like me or any other guru out there has an unfair head start. They may have an existing audience or a shout out from a huge creator or some kind of shortcut that just makes the whole thing easier. And to be honest, I totally get it. Because if that were true, then none of what I'm showing you here would actually be useful to any of you. So let me kill that assumption right here before I show you anything, because on October 27th, 2023, when I first made this channel, I told nobody about it. Not my closest friends, none of my existing audience on my other channel that I have with over 500,000 subscribers. Nobody, right? Again, like I said, I had a channel with nearly 400,000 subscribers at the time, which you all may know, which was making me around $200 a month, which sounds impressive until you realize that that's basically less than minimum wage. And I was 18 years old, I just graduated high school, so I really needed this to work. And I needed to make this thing work as fast as I could. So I gave myself 1 month, I stopped looking for the next business model, and I put everything I could into this one channel. Purely through organic growth, browse features, suggested feed, so I had no advantages, no shortcuts at all. And what that proved is that the bottleneck was never the execution on these channels, it was always the knowledge, and the knowledge is the one thing that you can actually get. Because once you know the system, right, getting monetized under a month is never going to be a fluke to you. It's something that you can repeat on multiple different channels, so let me show you exactly what that system looked like, starting with the very first decision that determined whether this channel was ever going to work. Which brings me to the part that most people miss, which is the correct niche selection framework. Now, the first decision, and honestly the one that determines everything before you even make a single video, is the niche. Most YouTubers get this completely wrong because they're optimizing for the wrong thing. They're either chasing a niche that they're passionate about, or they're chasing a niche with the highest RPM. And let me tell you, both of those are going to slow you down before you even get started. Because here's what I did on this channel instead right here. I sat down and I asked myself one question. What could I commentate on for around 5 times a day without running dry? Without not knowing what my next video was going to be, and without having to research a topic I know absolutely nothing about. The answer for me was pretty simple, and this is going to be different for you, but I was talking to bigger YouTubers that I already knew. Topper Guild, Zong, Brent Rivera, YouTubers with huge audiences that people were already watching. And so I could just commentate over these guys confidently because I already knew who they were. Actually knowing what I'm talking about, right? So I built the entire channel around reacting to and commentating on whatever they were already making. That was basically it. That was the whole niche decision right there. And so the lesson here is that the RPM never came into it. Not once, really. Because at that stage you're at right now, which, I mean, don't lie to me, I know that you are. RPM is only going to be a distraction. It's the volume that matters. So, you know, the YouTuber who can produce the most content on a topic they already understand is always going to beat the one who just picked a high RPM niche that they know nothing about and is grinding out one video a week thinking that they're doing well. So pick the niche you can produce content on the fastest, because getting monetized is really the only goal right now. And the speed of production is what's going to get you there. So now that you've picked your niche, it leads me directly into what I actually posted and what you should be posting as well. Now this is the part where most YouTubers kind of just stall out. Because they're posting, but they're winging every single video with no system and no structure. Just kind of showing up and hoping that one video does better than the last one. And when you're operating like that, which you're probably doing, you're not really building any momentum, you're kind of just spinning the wheels on your channel and hoping that something works. So here's the exact system that I used on my channel. So every single day I posted one long form YouTube video, 8 minutes long, plus 2 shorts. But these shorts weren't random, right? So one of them was always reacting to a short form video of the same creator I used for a long form video that day. Then what I'd do is I'd link the long form video using related videos on the short. So when the short picked up in views right here, because the short would always get traction faster than the long form video, it pulled viewers from this short to the long form without needing to do any real work. The shorts were doing all the heavy lifting while the algorithm was still catching up to my long form videos. And the reason that this works so well is because shorts and long forms can feed into each other here. The shorts get you in front of as many new people as you possibly can, and the long form is what racks up all the watch time, all the views that you really want, and all the return viewers, which is exactly what you need for monetization. Pair them together and link them using your related video on your shorts, and that's the entire system. That's the exact reason that my watch time in the first 23 days was moving fast enough to where I could actually get monetized really quickly. But here's where it gets interesting. For the first 10 videos that I posted on this channel, I was getting 5 to 10 views in the first 24 hours. And the only reason that I was even getting these views in the first place was because my shorts were pulling them into my long form videos. None of these were coming from browse or suggested, it was just the shorts kind of doing their job while I kept posting normally. Now normally this is where most people would quit after seeing their first 10 videos do terribly. But then something happened. I posted a video reacting to Roblox Kids. It was kind of just an experiment, like just a random topic I decided to try. But the thing is that this video ended up getting 10,000 views. Obviously now it's got like way over 50,000. But these 10,000 views didn't come in the first day. In fact, first 24 hours you can see it got 2 views. But in the first few days right after that, it ended up really picking up, and what I decided to do after this is what really moved the needle. Instead of just moving on to the next topic straight after this, I found a channel that posts Roblox TikToks over and over again and just started reacting to it and just basically reacting to everything they put out. This one decision took my average views in the first 24 hours from 10 to about 500, then 1,000, then 2,000, then 4,000. Within a couple of weeks of starting the channel, the entire channel lifted because I stopped experimenting and doubled down on what was already working. This is what I call raising the view floor on your videos, and it's the only decision that actually matters once something starts working on your channel. You're not looking for the next big topic, you're not looking to try and go viral at this point. You're literally just asking yourself one question: what is already working on my channel and how can I make more of it? Those are the only two things that matters, because as soon as that baseline becomes predictable, like your view floor, you can keep posting and just compound what already works. That's how your watch time moves fast enough, as you can see here, to hit monetization extremely quickly. Which is exactly what happened to me on November 23rd. Now this next part sounds obvious, but almost no one does this, unfortunately. Here's what most people get wrong about getting monetized on YouTube. So they try and treat it like this huge marathon. This daunting thing that's just never gonna happen, and they pace themselves and, they kind of just post when they feel like it. They take breaks when videos flop, they're very emotionally reactive, and then they wonder why 3 months into making their videos, they're still sitting at 400 hours of watch time and not even 1,000 subscribers yet. The reality is that monetization rewards going as fast as you can, and the proof is what happened to me on November 23rd. The day I hit 1,000 subscribers and way over 4,000 hours of watch time. But the thing is like, it didn't come from grinding out perfect videos. It came mainly from just one of the first 10 videos that I kind of just spammed out, to be honest. Which again, got 2 views in the first 24 hours and blew up way after that. Once that topic started doing well, I just doubled down, and every new video I posted after that added to this feedback loop I was giving the channel, coming back to the new series, which, new viewers were going through the, new videos that I was making, and compounding the entire channel together. And getting 4,000 hours of watch time happened way faster than I expected because of this. So if you're sitting there thinking that monetizing your channel is months away, the thing is that it probably isn't. The timeline isn't the problem here, the system that you're using is. So the fix is simply just volume. I mean, like, the first 2 weeks, if you put in more topics than anyone else, it's gonna be way better than doing the perfect video every single time, because your only job before getting monetized is finding topics that stick and flooding your entire channel with them. So find the topic that works, double down, and just let the watch time compound until you get monetized. That's exactly how I got monetized in 23 days. Which brings us to the part that most people miss, which is where do you go after getting monetized? Now, most people assume that the moment you get monetized is when the money starts to flow in. You start to get $5,000, $10,000 a month, and then they see what I saw, which is like $5 to $10 a day on their dashboard and think that something's broken. Well, newsflash, it isn't. And that's exactly what happened to me again. Like, the thing is that this channel was barely making any money when it first got monetized, but over time, it ended up generating $40,000 in total. When I first got monetized here, as you can see, I was making around $5 to $10 a day throughout November, and it wasn't as smooth sailing as I thought it was going to be. And the revenue was tiny because the views I was getting was still relatively small. So in December, I did the exact same thing that got me monetized in the first place. I checked what was performing, I used my ideation method to find more of the same topics, and my views ended up going from 2,000 to 4,000 a video to 10,000 to 20,000 a video. And the daily revenue went from basically $10 to $50, $70, nearing $100 a day by the end of December. By the end of the first year, by the way, as well, the channel had made around $20,000. From October 2023 to October 2024, over $20,000 in revenue, and like I said, in its lifetime, over $40,000, basically entirely from the long form videos that I've made. So the shorts get the ball rolling and get the first wave of viewers in, but once the long form videos started to snowball, I pretty much just dropped the shorts because at the time, the RPM really wasn't worth the extra effort at that stage. And the thing that nobody tells you is this. So the system that gets you monetized is basically the same system that you can just grow your channel with after using, the same strategy. You don't need a new strategy. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. You basically just need more reps of what's already working on your channel. So keep checking what performs, keep making more of the same videos, and just let the long form views compound. That's exactly what turns a channel into something that didn't exist 2 months before this into $40,000 in total revenue. So the real question is, what should you do now? Well, this channel right here kind of just proves that your brain and your own decisions and your system matters way more than the circumstances that you're in. Every part of this video here comes back to the same truth, which is that getting monetized in less than a month was not lucky at all. It was completely deliberate, the niche decision, the short system, the view flaw that I'm talking about, the compounding, all of it came from knowing exactly what to do and just executing it without hesitation. But here's the thing, knowing the story is not the same as having the system. You've seen what the decisions look like on this channel right here, but mapping those decisions onto your own channel and replicating this in your niche with your numbers is an entirely different job. That's what I do, and that's the gap between watching this video right here and what I actually did on this channel. So if you're a commentary reaction YouTuber and you're doing around 1,000, so if you're a commentary reaction YouTuber doing around 100,000 to 500,000 views every single month, and you want to scale it to a point where you're getting past 1 million, click the link in the description right now to apply to work with me directly, and I'll take everything I use to build this channel right here, and many other channels to build it specifically around yours.